So let's go through what we have created for this FPS game because we're going to start expanding on it. So the first thing we did is we created a plane, which is here. I made mine 30 by 30, pretty big, but I want to have plenty of room. You could make yours whatever size you want inside here. You're then going to rename it ground. So you're going to create a 3D object, plane, name it ground, and then change this. Make sure these are all 0. We then created a empty game object called player. So we went create empty, and then we went and we named it player. Yeah. So you can zero these out too if you want, but that's fine. We then created a cylinder. So we game object, 3D object cylinder, and we named it body. And I moved mine up some and I gave it this scale. Okay. Make sure your thing's off the ground so you can make sure your player, you can move this off the ground so it's up some. I moved the main camera inside here. I then created a empty game object called camera point. So again, create empty, and then I named it camera point, and I moved it behind my player. So my camera point is behind my cube here. I then created a dummy weapon, and you can click here and create it. That way it'll be underneath here. If not, you're going to make sure you drag it underneath there. But this is nothing but a cube. So I created a cube called dummy weapon, and this is the size I made mine. There is no right or wrong on this. I made it this so it looks sort of like a gun, not like a gun, but just something we can see in front of us. And then I made sure I dragged it into my camera point. Now this was actually found by one of my first period students, making sure that you have it under here. So it is a child of camera point, and then we're going to have another empty game object, which you can just click here, create empty again, and you're going to call it bullet spawn. That way it will put them under this. So these objects are a child of this, and then bullet spawn is a child of this. So, and this is what I named it, and make sure your bullet spawn is at the end of this object here. Okay. I then created another empty game object, which is a child of the player. And you can create these down here and then just drag them into the player, but make sure it's under the player. And ground check is nothing but an empty game object. And if we look at it, it's underneath the player. So make sure your ground check is underneath the player here. It's going to check to see if we're on the ground. Okay, so those are the objects we created so far. And now we can look up or down, fire, etc. Now, I've given you the scripts. So on the player, you're going to come up and add a component, character controller. So you're going to go ahead and, while you're on the player, add this so it's here. You can adjust to my levels here. You don't have to. But these are the things I have. If you want to look through yours and make sure it's on there. And then you're going to add the player script, player move script, which is here. That's what we have on this. Let's just make sure. Player move script. Okay. Now I'm going to give you that. So you are going to create a script. First of all, make sure you have folders. So that's right click, create folder and rename it. So this is my scripts folder. You would create a scripts folder and rename it. And there's my player move. So you would create this, right click, create C# script, immediately name it player move. And then you're going to go to your script, delete everything below here, and go to what I have posted and start copying from here. Do not delete this. Do not copy this. So you would delete everything on your script underneath here, go to my script I gave you, and you would copy and paste starting here and put them underneath here. Now once we do that, we have to make sure we fill these slots. So that means we are going to drag the character controller down here, drag the camera point there, and then the ground check here. Now let's go back to our ground. We need to make a layer for this so that we know we're on the ground. Remember, there's no physics in a video game, so we have to create it. So when we're on the ground, you're going to go here to the layer, you're going to add layer, and you're going to type in ground right there. Type in ground, okay? So then when we go here, then you're going to go back and choose ground for our ground. And then when you're on the player, you're going to go down and choose ground for your layer mask. Okay, so we're dragging a bunch of stuff in here, etc. And these values will be filled from the thing there. Now, do make sure the mouse sensitivity, do not let that be 0. If that's 0, it's not going to move. So you want to make sure this is at least 3 or 4. I have mine at 6. So make sure you fill this in. And the jump height you can change too. So right now, let's see how I'm jumping. Yeah. So I can change that. Remember, it's a public variable. We can look at all the public variables we got. That means we can change this in the game. So I could go here and make this 5. And I'm jumping higher. Now, each time you do something, you're going to save a scene, right? So, File, Save As. Do not add anything inside or do anything inside. Just double click here. And then type a name in every time you do something. Okay? So, every time you try something, you're saving a scene. Jumping, firing, shooting, etc. Okay? All right, so we created a wall. And the other thing is, make sure if we look at my ground, I'm going that way, okay? That's forward. If I look at my player, I'm going that way, that's forward. So make sure when you make these objects, they're facing the right way. That's forward too. So if I look at my wall, that's where I'm going, okay? So my wall was nothing but a cube, and I made it's game object, 3D object cube. I made my 20, 10, and 1. I didn't care too much about the Z because just that's the thickness. So, okay, so I made the wall like that and just stuck it here. You can stick it anywhere. And then for my target, again, another cube. And this is my setting. So game object, 3D object cube. And then I made it these settings. So my target is 0.1, 0.251, and put it anywhere on the wall. I put mine down a little bit to get inside there. So, and then once you do that, um, you want to rename it. So whatever color you use, you can put up here. I use red, green, and I think yellow. Yeah. But once you create it, just duplicate it and then drag it out. So you're going to duplicate. I'll do one. And then drag it out, and then you have another one, right? And then you can change the color. So that way you'll get all three of them when you create inside there. So, but once you create this, then we need to have the game know when we hit it. So we're going to go for this one, starting with this one, we're going to go to the tag. We're going to add tag, and you're going to hit that plus, and you're going to type target. You're going to type target plus, and then add target. And then we're going to go to all three of these, and we're going to choose that target. So then it knows when we hit it. And I just space these things around. So if you materials, right click, create new folder, name it materials right here. And then to create a color, we just right click, create material, and then just click in here like this one. When I get the one I like, boom. And now I just rename this to blue. So create whatever materials you want, but make sure you give them the right name here, and then drag them. Just drag them on. Just drag them on. Okay, red, green, yellow. So now when I shoot, because I have these labeled as tag, and I have my script on my player, let's go back here. I have my camera script on here, and I've given you that one. Okay, camera script again, same thing. You're going to copy it on Google Classroom. You're going to delete everything from the camera script you create, and then paste my script there. You're not going to touch this on yours or mine. You're going to leave this here on yours, and you're going to copy mine from here, not copying any of this, and paste it inside there. And again, that's just from the scripts folder, right click, create C# script. So to get the script on there, you can drag it on here onto the camera, or you could just add component, start typing the script, and you'll see it right there. Now once you have the main camera script, make sure you drag your camera point inside here. So we're dragging that in. And notice you're going to drag the camera inside the player. So the player's got the camera, the body, this, that. If I close it, all those things are closed. And then for the wall, that was the cube we created. 3D object, cube, and then we dragged our targets underneath there. So you can either come here and create the next 3D object, or just pick it up and drag it inside there. Okay, now my bullet. So I created a capsule. So game object, 3D object, capsule. And then I made it this size. So this is going to look pretty much like a bullet when you take a look at it. So make sure it's by itself. And I'll do one more. And let's make it so it's going to be 0.002, 0.002, 0.01. So actually I can go here. Can I copy the scale? Yeah. So if you're going to start doing things and you want to get them on there, then it's pretty easy. You can go copy and paste, rotation, scale, etc. So if I look at that capsule, yeah, it looks like a bullet. So yeah, I'm going to delete it now because I already have it, right? And then I rename it bullet, but I already have it. So I'm going to delete it. So now you're going to create another folder, right click, create folder, prefabs. So we have a prefabs folder spelt like that, and then you're going to drag this bullet in here. Bullet gets dragged in here, so it turns blue. We could delete it. I'm leaving it here so you can see it. Okay, so, and then if we need to do stuff, we're going to go down here. We have to go to this prefab. Don't do anything without it. So we have a capsule collider, so we have that. We have a rigid body. So we're going to go down here. We're going to, first of all, we're going to add component rigid body. So you're going to start typing rigid. You're going to choose that rigid body. So we have a rigid body. So we've got our rigid body up here. I don't think oh yeah, I freeze the rotation. So go here into the constraints, freeze the rotation, and that's the only thing we're going to change. And then you're going to take our bullet script. Now, when you get to this prefab and you want to go back, here's the arrow right there. That takes us back. My scripts, I got a bullet script right there. So you're going to right click, create C# script, and then you're going to paste. You're going to copy mine from here and paste in here. But you're creating that, and then you're going to delete everything underneath it, and then you're going to go copy mine from here and paste it. So when we go to our prefabs bullet, you're going to add the bullet script. So you would come down here, add component, and you would start typing bullet and get your bullet script right there. So we've got a rigid body we added, we froze the rotation, we got a bullet script, and then you're going to create a trail renderer, which is this thing right here. So you're going to go down the same thing. Come down here, add component, trail renderer, boom, and put it inside there. Okay. Now for the trail renderer, I dragged mine way down here. I didn't want it too big, so I just grabbed this little button down here and pulled it down. I changed it to red, so I picked red from my color. You don't have to. And somewhere in here we can change the size of this object. So I actually reduced the size of my bullet. I didn't change the mass. Did I change the trail renderer? I didn't type anything in there either. Rigid body, no. And I didn't make it as trigger either. But I did change the size somewhere. Oh, I think I changed this, the height. So, and you can scale it here too. So you can scale it if you want to make it a little bit smaller. Anyway, so let's go back. So when I fire mine, that's about right. Now, when I do that, if I want to test to see if I'm hitting, I go to my console here, and you can see I hit a green, a red, and a yellow. Because I labeled these as target, right? Alright, so see if you can get that all done. We're creating this from scratch. We're not using any assets from the asset store just to make sure we don't get too much stuff inside there. So anyway, give it a try, and let me know if you have any problems.